Hello and welcome back yet again to another edition of the Bibs Corner podcast, film edition. I don't know why I threw that in there. We're back with another deep dive. This time it is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. They ain't no video, so but I am joined, appropriately so, by Reese of my co-host on Reese, co-host on the Mavs Outsiders podcast and the host of the Mind of Reese podcast. You can find him every app except Twitter. It's Mind of Reese on Instagram, Mind of Reese on YouTube, Mind of Reese reviews on TikTok. Joined also by Shad Miller of the Uncool Urban. You can find him on IG, Twitter at Uncool Urban or the Uncool Urban, and at Shad Miller 13. It's SHAD, but not like that mouse kid. How y'all doing?
That last part was like, why you even do
it's
that?
facts because I'm taller than him. So I appreciate that.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Got to see this movie Thursday. I wanted to see it again this weekend, but the theaters was packed. I said nope. Just got off of work about 2 hours ago. Watching some great football. My team lost, but that won't ruin my day.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was like, when you put it on IG, I said, hold on, let me go look at the Saints real quick. And I was like, oh, I said, you gotta have that mindset.
Yes.
But the Raiders have been disappointing me the whole year, so we'll see.
Shad,
How are you feeling?
how am I feeling?
I'm about to say, yeah, I'll go
People
last.
nobody ever asked me how I'm feeling. I'm not. I was kidding. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Boy,
I don't know why my mom is calling me right now when I told her I was recording, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I got to go with my sister. I was gonna go by myself, but it has been a tradition for me and my sister to go to these Marvel movies together. And so she hit me up and was like, "What you doing?" I think I asked her actually after I bought my ticket. I was like, "What you doing for Black Panther?" Because she's been going with her husband and like her in-laws to some of these things. So I didn't want to bother her. They got the baby over there. I was like, I'm gonna just let her do a thing. But she was like, "Nah, that's our thing. I'm gonna see if I can go." She got the ticket. We went. Had a good time together. It's good to be able to carry those traditions, even though she has a family and all that now. So definitely something I'm trying to hold on to, and I think it was necessary for this one in particular.
I usually go with my older cousin. We go see all the Marvel, DC movies together, and Star Wars movies together. It's usually fun. I mean, he usually knows some things, but sometimes he'll ask me questions like, "Wait, ain't this that person from?" And I'm like, and he asked me one thing. Well, we'll get into it when we mention the character, but a character popped up, and he was like, "Who's that?" I said, "That's I'll answer it at the movie." So like, talking too much.
Was it like a smaller character, or for this movie in particular?
A cameo.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get into it. But
More
yeah,
actually, but yeah.
Say what? Did you go to this one by yourself?
No, I went to see it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister. When he asked, he was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "I'll explain later."
Never explained. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. My sister asks like small questions, but it's usually not about like character stuff. It's usually like, what did they say or whatever type stuff.
I didn't say how I was doing. I'll let Reese and you go first.
Yeah. Reese interrupted. That's right.
No, okay.
How you doing?
Well, that's a tough question, but for this, yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm living this movie right now, so yeah, that's how I feel about it. We ain't gonna go into full details about that. This is not what this episode is about. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that hit home in this one. Yeah, so I can't talk about.
Yeah, like you said, we'll talk about that later. But I remember I went and saw Coco I don't know if you're familiar with Coco, but I went and saw Coco like right after my grandfather died. That was like terrible timing.
Still have to see Coco.
I had to sit in that theater for like 15 minutes after it was over. I was hurting, man. I was struggling, but dang. And my mom just texted me while she was calling me, but I gotta power through. All right, let me not think about that real quick. All right, we good. So in this movie with Black Panther, we'll call God, I'll call
Black
it. I'll call this
Black Panther.
The powers of
The Black
Panther
now
stripped
away.
Black Panda would just be like Snoop Dogg. Like
I think that's like Kung Fu Panda's arch enemy.
I guess. Oh man, this is terrible.
All Rick Ross to play to get
Black Panther, Wakanda.
They call me the Black Panda
Forever. There was
Designer is the Black Panda. I got bronze in Atlanta.
Okay. Touche. All right, let's start with this then. Expectations. Did this movie meet, exceed, fall short of your expectations, Shad?
I already had my grievances before the movie was even like out. I just like once we just got the news of the movie coming out, I was already like, no, this ain't gonna work. It was better than I expected. I would just put it like this. I didn't know Ryan Coogler was Tyler Perry.
Is this a wig reference? Like,
no. Yeah, I'll explain like in the detail.
All right. Reese, expectation?
I would say it exceeded my expectations. I expected this movie to be good. I expected it to be, in my opinion, it would probably be the best movie in Phase 4, but to be quite honest, the bar is low. The bar is low. So I expect this movie to be good. I didn't expect it to be as good as I felt it was. Okay. So it exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, so I tried to avoid expectations as much as possible. I know initially after Chadwick passed, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's not gonna feel natural, it's not gonna feel right. I'm not gonna be feeling this. And so again, I tried to avoid expectations. I knew I was gonna see it regardless. And it was just a matter of will they allow me to at least get through this movie without like shaking my head the whole time. Not only did they do that, but they did more than I expected them to do with the story.
I agree.
In multiple ways, and again, we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, like you mentioned, the bar was kind of low for this phase, but it definitely reestablished that good movies can be made within the Marvel universe, as far as I'm concerned.
This Martin Scorsese, this is cinema.
At its best, I would say.
It was. But like I said, comic book nerd in me, yeah, we had some problems.
The first thing we have to tackle was the first thing this movie had to tackle. Moving on from Chadwick Boseman. How do you do that? How do you do that successfully? How do you weave real life into this story? How do you make something that's not in the comic books that is dramatically impactful on the story weaved into the now Marvel Cinematic Universe? And they did it right off the bat. Came into the movie, black screen, Shuri praying to the Panther god Bast to heal her brother from this illness. So right off the bat, they're already saying illness. It's not he was in combat. It's not he went on a mission or something. Nobody snuck him. Heal my brother from this illness. They come in. She's a scientist. We've seen her heal and fix people in the past. She's working her hardest to try to heal, to figure out a cure, trying to Second thing, Killmonger in the last movie burnt all the heart-shaped herb. How are they going to resolve that? How are we going to have another Black Panther without the herb? Right. So in the beginning, we're tackling two of the biggest issues that needed to be resolved to even have another Black Panther movie. Chadwick, Black Panther passes. Off screen, didn't need nobody, nothing like that. We get the casket with the pictures. How did y'all feel about the movie opening immediately with Shuri trying to recreate the herb, Shuri and her mother dealing with the passing of T'Challa? Again, right off the bat, I feel like that was the only way to do it, that I was going to be able to sit through this movie.
I think, well, as far as how they handled T'Challa's death, I felt it was very respectful to the character and to Chadwick Boseman as an actor. It was very similar to real life, to be quite honest. I was in the mindset like, oh man, hey, introduce Dr. Doom like this, have Dr. Doom be the person who off T'Challa, and that's how you create a villain. This motherfucker killed Black Panther. We hate him. But in retrospect, that probably would have been in poor taste, like to use Chadwick's death to introduce some villain or new character. So I think they did this in the right way. It was the right way to open the film. That's obviously the first thing you have to address. I don't know how I felt about the heart-shaped herb thing, because it's like, this feels mad convenient. But I guess since it took time to do it and she
couldn't do it.
Yeah, she wasn't able to just do it right away. There was a struggle involved, so I let that pass.
But like, she only was 20% successful, like,
yeah,
with her brain.
I think the highest she got was like 30 something.
I thought it might have been like 29 or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
It was 18.
Yeah. All right, we doing a bunch of different things.
I want to say it was like 27, like 18, something like that, like right before he passed.
From 29 to 18.
It went down?
Oh, it went down.
Yes.
Okay.
As he was right before.
Yeah. It was like, what are the chances of this like saving my brother? Okay, got you.
Okay.
But she didn't catch on that he was like getting closer to passing away.
Yeah, it felt convenient, but like I said, there was struggle involved. So it adds to the story in a way. And I think that scene was needed for her character and her character development. So overall, the way they handled the situation, I was okay with it. I think they did a great job.
Okay. Shad.
At first, it kind of bothered me, but then I realized they had to do something. I would rather they had done it on screen than something off screen, like, will this happen? And then they just move past it. So the fact that they acknowledged it and it was well executed, maybe because I just think Angela Bassett is the GOAT, especially when she's somebody's mama. She gonna knock it out the park every single time. So when she came in the lab and told Shuri that her brother was gone
with the ancestors,
he was now with the ancestors. Perfect way to bring us into this movie. And I love the Marvel Studio intro. I loved it. He deserved all of that.
And it was silent.
Yes.
Silence was definite. Like,
no music. Like, didn't need music for what?
I don't know if I've seen a Marvel movie open with this much silence.
Like, nobody said a word.
Thanos put the hands on the Hulk. And it wasn't even that silent. It was just like everybody
like gasp.
And it felt like when it happened, when the Marvel Studios thing rolled, it's like, okay, Marvel has it in silence, and it's like everybody knew this is a moment of silence thing. Like, just enjoy this, watch it. Nobody said anything. It was beautiful. It was perfect, man. Very emotional.
Yeah, it hit hard right off the bat. My sister had left to get concessions. She didn't come back till the casket was being raised into the heavens. So she missed like the funeral. She missed like the mural in the front, all that. So we got the funeral. We come back, and Angela Bassett. What's the mom's name? I forgot.
Queen Ramonda.
Queen Ramonda. There we go. She's taking over.
can't remember who I listened to. I'm pretty sure it was Double Toasted because they ignorant as fuck. They said Chadwick Boseman family probably saw the funeral that they gave and was like, damn, they did a funeral better than us.
Oh, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
That funeral was beautiful, man.
It really was. It really was.
Whole country was there.
Yeah. And this is something I meant to say earlier. I felt like throughout the movie, people were not acting when they were remembering T'Challa. Like that was legit.
Yeah, I've talked to people about that, and I mean, it feels like we're skipping ahead, but to speak on it is like I said it in my TikTok review, and I said it when I was talking to another one of my cousins. You could tell, like they're speaking about T'Challa, but the words are coming from them missing Chadwick Boseman.
Right. Like,
and there's like, I guess there's beauty in some laws, and like that, you can't get a performance like this from pure acting.
Right.
Like, it's not possible. If
like,
it is the greatest
actor. Queen looked up at the mural. That was real emotion. Like, Angela Bassett was
like when Okoye was talking to Nakia, she was like, to y'all, he was the Black Panther, but to me, he was my T'Challa. And she started like,
he was everything.
Yeah, he was everything. Yeah. And then there was the one scene where Shuri mentions, my brother suffered in silence.
Yeah,
real. That all that stuff was real, and I wanted to get that out the way so we can just get all this out the way.
You want to get the sad, real stuff out the way so we can get to the Marvel part.
Right. So, so then we get to the movie, right? The world finds out that the Black Panther is gone. The world also, they didn't just at this point, I guess it's been 6 years, but the world now knows that how powerful Wakanda is. They're not just some villagers with some spears. They really got weapons, and they got stuff we don't got. Country loses its leader. America's good for this, right? A country lost their leader. It's time to go get up in there, see what we can steal. The European nations was all on it. The French,
I was about to say, in our defense, it wasn't us this time.
That would have been too realistic. They had to make
sure.
They had to make sure it was somebody else. So the French went on a covert mission to get the vibranium, and they said, "Where's that? Send us to the vibranium." And then that door opened, and then you heard the music. That was that.
It's curtains. I don't even know why they thought that was going to work.
Like, I will let you get the chance.
All they saw was bald heads and spears. Boy.
They said who was the Grace Jones looking chicks popped out.
I know who you're talking about. Whoa.
Who said it? Because of Killmonger?
No, it was Forrest Whitaker's character, the young one. He was like some Grace Jones looking chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Denzel Whitaker.
Yeah. They popped out, started spinning the spears, bullets was dropping all over the place, dropped them dudes. And again, we're seeing this scene juxtaposed with Ramonda at the what we'll call the United Nations Council type thing.
I don't know where this hair came from on me, but I'm glad I found it before my girlfriend did. Look like hers, but
anyway, move it on.
Sorry.
She's talking about how the strength of Wakanda, and then like mid-session when the French are talking about y'all might be able to make weapons of mass destruction, which is the key buzzword they like to use. And they walked in them French soldiers, told them to kneel, and then she spoke to that lady in French.
Flexing.
I was like, yes, sir.
I said, you knew Okoye was gonna come with this power.
I can't blame them other countries, because if I run a country and I get my hands on some vibranium, I'ma act up.
That's why they're not letting them have it.
The other guy.
Send the vibranium missiles over there.
All right, Killmonger.
Kevin Hart said on that one stand up.
He sounded like the other guy.
Drop a missile on him one time.
But I like that.
Why you do it like a James Brown drop? Hit me, bam. Give me two sides.
That's why we shouldn't have done this with all three of us together. Let's move on.
But I like that scene immediately followed that morning, because it's like, yeah, the Black Panther is gone, but we still Wakanda. We still got what it takes to handle our business without the power of the Black Panther. Don't play with us. Strong, powerful woman leader, strong, powerful woman army. Marched them strong, swole white dudes out there, made them kneel, and told the French lady, don't play with us.
Basically told them, you don't have the facilities for that big money.
How'd y'all feel about that scene in particular? I mean,
it was a great way to open up to establish like the conflict already. It basically kind of fills the gap in. I think they said it was a year since his death. Yeah. So it's not like they jumped right on it like, oh, he did? Bet, say less. We in there.
Right.
Like,
right.
They plotted like it's been a year, he's gone. And they also said that, which was true at the end of Black Panther, he got up there, spoke, and said that they would share their resources with other countries. And they're like, hey, y'all told us y'all was going to share resources with us, and we ain't got no vibranium yet. Like, now, granted, when I said share resources, I ain't say nothing about vibranium.
I'm about to say, they didn't specify vibranium.
Like, yeah, it's a resource and knowledge. A broad statement.
Okay? Knowledge.
We resources are broad. We got technology. We smart. Y'all ain't getting none of this vibranium, no. So, you know, I'm glad that those scenes happened at the same time, where it wasn't, you're at the UN, then the scene happens where they infiltrate, then we have to go back to the UN. Like, I'm glad they happened.
Simultaneously.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad they happen simultaneously. So I like that scene, letting Angela Bassett flex her acting.
Shad, any additional thoughts?
To piggyback off of what Reese said, it was kind of like a foreshadowing, because she had pretty much told them, if we gave y'all those type of resources, aka vibranium, the things you guys would do with it would be astronomical. It would be crazy. So why would we give you that? Then the first thing you show is they said, oh, you're not going to give it to us. We're going to take it. And they said, Okoye and her gang were war ready.
Yeah.
And I'm coming. Okoye alone could have probably took all them dudes, but you know, she had to have a girl's help. You know what I'm saying? So
speaking of girls, we got the introduction there of Michaela Cole's character, who was trying out some new weaponry that Shuri had made, the daggers. How y'all feel about Michaela Cole's character?
She didn't do shit.
That's how you felt?
Thank you. I was gonna say that. I mean, she was the best background character in the movie.
Like, what was her purpose? Honestly, they could have replaced her with a nameless goddamn.
I tell you, it was like two scenes. Literally, in that scene when she was with the weapons, and then when she was with I don't know if it was a wife or a girlfriend, but I love her. Ayo, yeah. At the end. That was it.
She was there to show us, hey, she's in a relationship with Ayo.
She was in multiple scenes, but
those are the only ones you're gonna remember.
I expected her to have, like, when I saw her in the beginning, I was like, oh, she's gonna
be looking like me. I only remember them two. I was exactly when she kind of said something.
Yeah. Like I expected her to have like a bigger role at some point. Like I didn't know she was gonna end up being like the replacement for Nakia in the society or something.
Because they played her up in those first few minutes.
Not even that. I wouldn't even say she's a replacement for Nakia. She's not a spy.
No, I said I thought.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how they played it up. That's why I said it was very
something positive about her.
Trickery.
The line she had, she did great, and she got some nice cheekbones.
Beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman.
She
dang, Reese hit her with the nice gowns like Aretha. Nice gowns. That's how I feel.
But yeah, like I didn't realize she was just supposed to be a regular Dora. I thought she was supposed to be like a special ops type thing.
I thought she was going to be like she's a Dora Milaje, that a separate group of Dora Milaje. I don't know. I thought it was going to be something different, and she was just another Dora Milaje
who also is dating like one of the top ones that we know. That's it.
It's like there's a Koye, then there's it's the rest of them.
No, Ayo was pretty.
Got her job.
Man, come on, man. When nobody tripping off Ayo before she showed up in Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
That was the first time we saw
showed up in there is because they couldn't afford a Koye.
No, she was also the one that stepped to Black Widow.
That's her saving grace.
She was the first one we saw. She stepped to Black Widow.
Move or be moved. Yeah. What's she doing Black Panther?
She got busy in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Look, she was where her girl was. Background.
You skipped the whole movie she was in because she didn't do nothing.
I'm saying she's been significant. Like, we know who she is.
Yeah,
the reason she was in Falcon and Winter Soldier is because they couldn't afford Denai Guerrera.
She probably was
going to spend that.
She was probably doing Walking Dead or some shit. No, wait, she was out of Walking Dead at that point.
She out of, I don't know. I haven't been watching that show in years.
I stopped watching it, but I'm pretty sure she's gone from it.
But I mean, I know her when I see her. That's all that's significant. Like,
yeah, I know her when I see her. She tall as hell.
But now we got 3 that we recognize off the dope.
Maybe they do something with them. I think the Dora Milaje are getting like a Disney Plus show down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, Wakanda is supposed to be getting the show.
Yeah. I told you that, and that might be where Michaela Cole's significance comes in.
I hope it's like
they're gonna have a gay couple.
It'll probably be Ayo and Michaela.
Yeah, they're gonna have a gay couple like leading it. That makes sense.
I hope Denai Guerrera is in it as well.
So what I wanted to say with that, I told you about the game I play, right?
Oh shit.
In the game, there is a character they added like a month or so ago called Black Panther. And that made me wonder if one of the Dora was gonna get the heart-shaped herb because they had the spear and everything.
But they're not Jabari.
That's where I was like, I didn't know if a woman from the Jabari tribe was gonna have joined the Dora, and that's where I thought Michaela Cole's character was gonna end up being.
But I'll wait till we get to the end of the movie.
I don't like how your eyes looking.
I'll wait till I can't hear what y'all.
I knew where you were going.
You knew where I was
going? I was like, nah.
Save it, right?
Save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something was shown.
Just usually, usually with that game that Bibbs plays, when characters show up on that game, they usually end up showing up in the MCU down the line.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this might still be one of those times.
Yeah.
Something happened at the end of this movie.
I noticed a couple.
They didn't follow up on that. I was pissed about.
I noticed a couple things.
I noticed one particular thing.
Okay, we'll get to it. Another character that they recently introduced, like literally this week or this past week, was Atuma. That is the general. I guess I'm assuming he would be the general of the army.
I don't think I'm not sure if he's the main one. I think he's one of them, but I think Namor is above him.
You mean Namor?
No, Namor, the girl.
Namor, the lady?
Yes.
You think she's above him?
I believe she's above him.
But he's like the hammer, at least.
She gave him orders.
He's the hammer.
Yeah.
She was the one instructed.
Yeah. So
she the one.
You're right, because somebody. Yeah. Okay. You're right. So he was introduced in the game,
right?
And I was confused because Namor's been in the game for a minute. So when he got introduced, I was like, did they change something about who was doing what? Like, what's going on here? Because I don't know nothing about Namor and his people.
I'm not too familiar with Namor, but from what I've heard, Atuma in the comics is like a rival of Namor.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe Namor deserves the throne or something.
That's why we're going to talk about Namor in a minute, because they totally went from they strayed so far away from the comic book. They strayed so far away. I was like,
somebody said the character
this? I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't give a shit about Namor in the comics.
I'm about to say they said the character wasn't in the comics. They said the character wasn't in the comics.
This guy was different.
So we're gonna talk about how different he was.
This guy's amazing. I was like, this guy's amazing.
He's fire in the game. Like he's one of the they juiced him in the game. Like he's
they buffed him up in this movie. Okay,
so let's talk about
one scene. They just showed his back. I was like, who is this Hulk-like figure right here?
I ain't even talking about just physically, but I'm gonna keep letting you talk. I'm gonna let you get to the scene. Go ahead.
They ain't even give him his trident. That's what I was looking for. But anyway,
too much like Aquaman.
That's why I figured they were trying to avoid that. But
that's why they ain't do Atlantis, probably.
Yeah. So when we're introduced to them, is them attacking the colonizers who are coming after the vibranium they found in the ocean. They got a machine to detect vibranium. They trekking in the ocean now. The whole ocean thing was set up in, was it Endgame?
Endgame.
Yeah, they were talking about vibrations in the ocean. And
that's still not explained because like what was vibrating down there?
They must have been throwing a party. Like somebody nephew turned 3 and they went crazy like they do. I
have something for you. The sun.
Somebody that said, hey, it was a thick ass Talocanian down there throwing some ass and that water started vibrating.
The stallion, like the was good. The seahorse, like the seahorse stallion. Like.
You see how beautiful she is.
Anyway, man, we off track like a motherfucker. What was I talking about?
That's the scene I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
when
so they
Lake Bell came out of nowhere.
They popped up on the ship. Them bullets wasn't doing nothing. They started singing like some sirens. They did the siren thing where they was singing.
That shit was creepy.
Dudes was just walking off the ship drowning themselves. I was like, oh snap!
I can't swim, so yeah.
I mean, I can't. I don't.
Oh, your phobia jumped too. I said, oh my god.
And they stopped the one dude from jumping. Right? They stopped at least one guy. From
jumping. They found
somebody killed them.
They
anyway.
shot up. They shot the gun.
You could snap somebody out of it. So that let us know that. But like when they was harmonizing and stuff, it was like, hey, put them earplugs in.
They was boys to men out that motherfucker.
They was hitting them notes like they was in that ocean singing. So that was fire. Yeah. That was fire to me. I like that. How do y'all feel about that introduction to them peoples?
Established them as a threat. Established them as not to be fucked with. I do want to say something about Lake Bell when we finish this statement. Something I heard on a podcast that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Because you don't put Lake Bell in a movie just for a 5-minute cameo.
That's what I was saying too.
And she get clapped.
She was in a movie later, wasn't she?
No, she got clapped.
Yeah.
Did she get clapped or just jacked up?
She got clapped.
No.
She was in that helicopter when Superman, Namor pulled up.
Superman. Yeah, we about to get on that in a minute. Yeah.
Oh, that was fine. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get to.
The rest of that. Let's talk about that.
He was spent in that helicopter like Seth Rollins do when he like the champion.
I ain't never seen Namor act like that.
I'm telling you,
he doing Superman shit.
He doing some very unusual acts.
And this is the thing. This is how unexpected it was, right? When they was like, something is pulling us back. I'm like, oh, they must have threw a spear at him and like they pulling back.
That's what I thought it was a rope. I'm like, where the rope at?
I look and he starts spinning it around. I'm like, man, this shit that Superman be doing, like the Hulk be, and M'Baku wasn't lying. He said, with the strength of the Hulk, yes.
Because he was and M'Baku had to say that because he was talking that stuff and then he got his chest caved in.
I don't know what the fuck is in them heart-shaped herbs. But it ain't got nothing on what he drinking down there.
That man was speaking unusually. He said,
hold up. When Buddy threw the helicopter and then you just get the silhouette, I was like, yes, sir.
When I tell you, all right.
That's like some shit out of Brightburn, bro.
I sat there
in the sky.
And I said, oh, they rewrote everything. When it came to Namor, everything.
They said, forget
everything. I was like, I almost had to throw if they weren't vintage, I almost threw my comic books away.
Let me say something real quick. If Namor is strong and this how Namor acting, it ain't nothing Reed Richards can do to stop that man from having sex with his wife.
I'm saying, bro. You have ruined it for everybody.
Reed Richards don't stand a chance.
That man is a cheat code now.
They made him a
Stop trying to
god.
have sex with my wife Namor. Oh, what you want? Throw hands? What's up? What you
got
want?
a Voss and air. He is tearing you up. He said he had an army with as many people as they had blades of grass.
You know how many? You know how many people that is? We skipping parts.
And when he said,
we got to go back.
No, because you looked at all the people who were on the boat, and then you fast forward to that. I'm like, he was not lying.
No, especially
every time they kind of got somebody out of there. It's like for every one person, 10 pop back up there. I was like, what is going on?
They were like shark teeth. You take out a group, there's another group waiting. Like endless bodies. And I feel like they got to be a warrior race, like everybody ready for battle.
No cap in the rap.
The kids, everybody ready. Like you said, we jumped ahead. So this is the introduction to Namor. We understood that him and his people are not to be trifled with right off the bat. Then from there, Namor introduces himself to Wakanda.
Let me mention the Lake Bell thing since you're moving on.
Okay, go ahead.
I was listening to, I think it was The Big Picture. It was either Big Picture or Midnight Boys. Van Lathan was on both. I think it was Big Picture. And they was like, obviously, when I saw her, I was like, okay, what's her role in this? Then she died. Lake Bell is a recognizable actress. And Van said he heard maybe they had different plans for her and things were written out, that maybe she was there on behalf of a bigger villain that I felt should have been in the movie personally. Probably alluding to Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And they wrote it out, and she...
Does Doom need vibranium?
Doom needs whatever Doom wants.
Right. He likes things.
If Doom want vibranium, Doom
like
gets
right.
I like you, and I want you.
Won't you? We're gonna do this the easy way, hard way, and Dr. Doom gonna do it.
He gonna do it the hard way. So I don't know. Maybe she is dead. Maybe she can swim. The way Namor was throwing that helicopter, is no way she survived that. So yeah,
why not?
He busted all like
he slammed it in the water.
There was no controls, nothing. And
she could have survived that.
Okay.
Yep.
She ain't in perfect shape.
Facts.
She ain't in perfect
shape.
But anytime somebody die off screen,
you hit water that hard.
I usually say I need to see a body, but I ain't need to see no body after that. I know.
But like you said, she is a name actress. You don't just put a name actress in there to get clapped in 5 minutes.
They either had bigger plans for her and scrapped it, or they still do and she's alive, which is going to be really corny. But
I mean, they'll have to tell us how she lived. Like we got to see her. She got to be Life of Pi or something.
In New York Undercover, they talking about they're gonna do a reboot, and Torres died in a car explosion. If Lake Bell survived, I swear, things have happened.
She got to be on a door or something, like floating in the middle of the ocean, about to die. Like somebody scraped her up and gave her some super soldier serum or something. Like that's the only way. But it could happen. Stranger things have occurred. Winter Soldier fell off a cliff, off a train,
and survived, and only lost an arm.
Only lost his arm. Everything else was intact. Facial muscles.
You can't kill Bucky.
He's still beautiful and everything. I ain't trying.
Craziest shit ever.
You gonna kill Bucky?
Oh man, I fell off a cliff in the tundra. Oh, I only lost my arm.
I landed directly.
Best case scenario, brother.
My arm absorbed the entire fall and the cold. It absorbed everything. Oh man. I feel like we only 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, so much. It's so much that it's so much to break down.
So it was
2 hours.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't go scene by scene in a 2 hour and 40.
I'm not trying to go scene by scene. But these are all significant moments. Like,
okay, you're right. Yeah,
we had to get past Chadwick. We introduced Namor. Now Namor introduces himself to Wakanda. We could breeze through this. I think when he showed up during their mourning, it was the queen and the princess. were mourning. The queen was burning her funeral robes because that's tradition. Shuri said she wasn't doing that. And then Namor popped up out the blue, got past all their defenses, swam from the Atlantic Ocean, swam across the Atlantic Ocean to their territory without being detected. His people got into, they dropped the machine and said, yo, we need to get the person behind this. And the machine was that machine they were using to try to detect the vibranium. And that's where we're introduced. Like, some scientist out there has created this machine. Introduce Ironheart.
Riri
So
Williams.
excited.
The actress, I forgot her name that quick.
Dominique Thorne,
who's popping all of a sudden.
I never got so excited to see a character. I was like, screw this movie. More Ironheart, please.
So all the movies have been shoehorning in the youngins. How'd y'all feel about Riri Williams?
I needed that.
It made sense.
Could have taken her out of the movie and still had the same plot.
But if you're going to introduce her...
Hey, watch yourself.
If you're going to introduce her, they introduce her in a way...
I watched y'all unrelentlessly kill Iron Man. I said, they got to bring me Ironheart. They got to bring me somebody. And when they did, I was looking everybody was looking at me like this. Because they knew I was excited. They were like, you're the only one happy for this. I'm like, I don't care. I was like, I needed a super suit of some kind. And they gave it back to me. Thank you. I almost wrote a letter to you, Marvel Studios, but I'm going to keep it down.
I think we're at all three stages of this. I feel like Reese is over it. I feel like you're loving it, and I'm just kind of in the middle, like, cool. Like, all right.
I wasn't over. I was just like, yeah, she was funny. Like, I liked her scenes. I didn't dislike her in the movie, but I'm just like, you could have replaced her with anyone.
Well, they had to find a way to introduce.
I mean, the character,
they're about to give her own series. So
I know she's getting her own series next year. And to be honest, they could have just did the series. Didn't have to introduce her in this, but I get why they did it.
There were multiple reasons why it made sense for her to be.
But it just didn't feel like she fit. Honestly, it didn't feel like she fit.
Was she worse than old girl in Doctor Strange?
No. No.
As far as fitting?
Hell no.
Okay.
She fuck no.
So no way. The only reason
we talking about America.
I never want to see America Chavez again.
No, if they don't bring the rest of the Young Avengers, no, I do not want to see her.
They are. Again. We're getting the Young Avengers.
Yeah, we're slowly
Young Avengers, and now we're out.
So getting back to the point of Riri Williams, the reason I felt like it worked is because first, she is very smart. They need to establish her as very smart. So having her be the one person on the planet that made a machine that could detect vibranium, which was important to this story because of Wakanda, and I'm not even gonna try to say the name of the place. The name
Talokan.
Say it.
Talokan.
We're gonna say Talokan.
Right.
For Reese. Were the two places with the vibranium, so that ties those two places together. It makes sense to tie her as well. But as far as you're dealing with two very strong independent cultures with Wakanda and the Talokanians.
I guess that's right. They never specified.
But two very distinctive cultures, which Wakanda is, the Howard University of the Marvel, the Marvel universe, and then Talokan is like the most Mexican, indigenous Mexican place.
I was about to say something crazy that I ain't got no business saying.
Indigenous Mexican place possible, and then you just got this random black girl from Chicago. Like,
I'm gonna say this: if it's too offensive, just cut it out. But I know in Talocan they be eating some wet ass tacos, man.
Why they gotta be wet? They had dry spots, I thought.
It's underwater.
They have bubbles of oxygen, I thought.
No, that's Aquaman. That's stupid ass shit.
Oh, that's right. They were straight up under.
I think they was in a cave in Talocan where Shuri was.
Yeah. Because they can't breathe, right?
The mask on with water.
Mask on. Fuck it, man.
Mask with the water was fire. I mess with that.
Yeah, that was better than the Aquaman shit where they did a bubble to talk in. Like, and I liked Aquaman, but no.
Yeah, that was goofy. My sister said that she reminded her of Spider-Man, like her character.
That's how witty she is.
Yeah, like being smart but stupid at the same time.
Yeah, she's funny. I mean, this movie took out a lot of the humor and comedy that most Marvel films had. Like, usually in Marvel films, there's a serious scene and boom, you got to insert comedy. And this didn't really have that, but she was that comedy for the most part. So, I mean,
it made me optimistic for the series, though.
Huh?
It made me optimistic for the series. At least I know she can kind of carry a show.
I don't know if she can carry a show.
The action. So, all right. So basically, the Namor and them want to kill her, and the Wakandans are like, "Hey, let us find her first." So Shuri and Okoye go on a mission to MIT, and they show up at MIT with the whip and the drip, and Shuri was styling like.
Shuri had the off-white on.
The fit was fire. Like I was like, "What is going on?" My sister was like, "I need like the whole wardrobe for this movie." Like they got some fire.
Yeah, those sweatsuits was fly. Yeah.
Like the athleisure was crazy. Like
Okoye's suit was fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of everything they had in there.
She was ready. She take the jacket off. It was over.
Like they need to sell this like right now. But they showed up, and Okoye wanted to go in with the hammer, and Shuri's like, "Let me handle it. I can blend in as a student." Follows her to the dorm room. The girl recognized her immediately. Makes sense because Shuri was out in America talking about the STEM program or whatever. And then the girl, I don't know, was she trying to sneak away, you think, when she went to the bathroom?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Okoye was sitting there and she backed out. The way she backed out was so realistic. Like, that's exactly how she was like, "Oh, yo, whoa." Like, she was back. Like,
she's going to Okoye, though.
Wasn't ready for all that.
I know I'm jumping ahead, but you said realistic, and I'm not jumping too far ahead, but I just want to say this might have the most realistic line from a human being in a Marvel film I've ever seen. And it had to be a black man that said it.
That's what I'm saying. That was the best.
But it had to be a black
man. The funniest thing was
when they pull into the garage and he say, "Oh shit, she got a Iron." He said, "Oh shit, she got an Iron Man suit on."
They didn't even show it.
Realistic reaction.
When I say
in a movie,
I think we were the only ones in the theater laughing because we were like, "Man, that was a brother for real." You know, he
Me
quit
and
that
my
day.
cousin was dying laughing.
That was not in the script at all. Like I don't think that was in the script.
That day, he said,
that was in the script. A black person wrote that.
The script probably said, "Is that an Iron Man suit?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm putting some flavor on this. I'm putting some seasoning on it."
And again, Ryan Coogler wrote this. He's a black man.
That's true.
So from Oakland. So he probably,
That's true.
But when he said that, I was like, greatest line in MCU history.
I had a full like storyline for the brother. He had just came.
He didn't even show him, did he?
I didn't see his face. I just
remember
knew
it was blacked out.
Black
everything was dark. But I had a whole storyline for the brother.
Because like if you a police officer and you roll up in some garage and a random chick got an Iron Man suit, that's gonna be your reaction. You're not gonna say fire. You're gonna say, "Oh shit, she got an
Iron Man suit on." When I tell you, like I said, I had a whole storyline for the brother. The brother came from Brooklyn. He like, "Man, I got me a job, man. Go be a cop."
And it's my first day.
It's my first day, man. I can't wait. First thing y'all see, nah, man, I can't do this. I go back to New York.
And first of all, that wasn't even the police. That's the feds. They didn't seen some shit.
He didn't quit.
Yeah.
It was Cambridge police there too.
That's how you know he was new.
He said, "Yeah, that sanitation job don't sound too bad."
He said, "Man, I'm going back to getting garbage."
This the MCU.
Clean New York City.
The feds been saying some shit in the MCU.
That Spider-Man guy, I'd rather deal with him.
I'd rather clean up web all day than deal with this. Like, I ain't got time for this, man. Let me get back on the street sweeper. Oh man. He said, but they
said he about to walk a beat.
They said that they was letting the shits fly. I was not mad at it. Kevin Feige must have sent the approvals down for what words they could say multiple times. They was letting it fly. But speaking of letting it fly,
go back to you gotta go back to what Ironheart said to Okoye with her makeup. You said the ash on your head.
How you look with that ash on your head.
It was funny because she had asked Shuri how she looked.
She said she looked fine.
Shuri said you're good. Like they went deep, like the makeup is. She's like, you look good, like you straight. And then look for the girl to flame her like that with the ashy head, like to bring it all together. That was perfect. And she forgot what she was doing for a second when she caught her head. Oh man! And then she gonna throw. What did she throw out of the speaker first?
To a speaker, and then she was about to throw a fan out. Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't know what you think you're doing, but let's relax. Like, just accept your fate here. So let's get back to the scene. They go to her garage. They see all the plans she has. They try to destroy them. They have to run because the feds show up. She gets in her suit and she's flying, and then they realize a drone has been following them this whole time. I don't know if y'all caught it. I had to explain this to my sister. When she went to take out the drone, she was like doing some calculations, like real quick in her head. And if you just pay attention to that, you think, she's trying to do the calculations to make sure she can get to it on time, blah, 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 blah. But she was doing the calculations to make sure that when she took it out, it also took out the people that was blocking the bridge. And that was fire to me.
I agree.
Because then when the drone come down, like right at the perfect time on the bridge and take them people out, like I was like, yeah, that was fire.
I also think that was like her going up that high and the altitude. I think that was a callback to an Iron Man moment.
Yeah, it was.
He did the same thing, didn't he? When he took out the missile or something?
Close. He went further when he took out the missile. That motherfucker
went to space, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was in space.
Yeah.
He was in space.
But it was a callback. She ain't supposed to be as good as him yet.
Not yet.
Because she didn't have a mask or nothing. She was just out there explaining.
Yeah, that was the boot. That was a rough draft.
Yeah. But I mean, she got the upgrade later. But
we're gonna talk about that bullshit.
I appreciate.
Like I said, it was just. Oh man, I've been waiting for an Iron person to just show up in there.
Oh my god! Iron Man fans will appreciate a black girl down in a suit.
Screw them. I do.
All right. Reese, you are an Iron Man person, right? You don't.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for you. She's not carrying the mantle.
I'm excited for her show.
Okay.
Man, Reese
got my first favorite line. My number one favorite line in this movie was, "Oh shit, she got an Iron Man suit." My second favorite was at the end when she said, "I can't let you take the suit with you because I never want to see that fucking suit again in my life."
You know she's gonna get the suit in the show at some point.
I hope she gets a different one because that fucking suit they gave.
Hopefully she get the ones like she has like in the comics. Like
that suit is hideous. She looks like a bootleg Power Ranger.
She looked like a beetle or something. Like
she looked like a Metabot. I'm gonna think. You know what a Metabot is? I'm gonna show y'all what Metabot is.
She looked like Mega Man or something. Like but what was I gonna say? Damn. All right, last thing I'm gonna say about Ironheart because we doing it again. Do you think she'll have a sidekick? Like not necessarily a sidekick, but do you think another character will be with her in her show?
Has to be.
We might get a Fury cameo.
Yeah, that's the main one because of what she said. Like she was gonna like come see her and make sure she was good.
I know, like for example, in Hawkeye, we get a lot of Yelena, which helped boost that show.
Check the Instagram group chat when y'all get the chance.
I forgot you ain't on Twitter, no. So,
but yeah, I need that model too. That's what I was saying. I hope she gets.
See, I like that.
Yeah, I need that.
They made it kind of bubbly in this one.
The picture I sent to the Instagram is exactly what she looked like.
She looked like an insect for sure. And not like Wasp fire suit. Let's move forward. So
that's facts. Both of them did. The only difference between the later one is that it had a mask.
Yeah. So I might be getting ahead of myself. No. They get captured.
We're right on track.
They get captured by
Yes. That fight happens between Atumo and Okoye.
Yeah.
Oof. And that looked like
this is the most disrespectful part of that fight was when she dropped her spear and he kicked it back. Said, get up.
He's like, nah, I'm trying to actually have a fight. Like, let's do this if we're doing this.
I want you to feel this.
That shit felt like Bane and Batman in Dark Knight Rises.
That's like one of my favorite villain things is when we fighting and I could just kill you, but I need to do it honorably. Like I needed to be a fair one. Like I'm not.
It ain't even a fair one. It's like he basically told her like you ain't even worth killing. Like
after he gave her the spear,
straight up did say that.
After he gave her the spear back and she still couldn't do nothing, he was like, "All right, you ain't even worth my blade, dog. Like I would just keep it."
They told him leave the woman, leave her.
Yeah. So first they was like kill them dudes, kill them and get the girl, like whatever. And then when old girl stepped up to fight, he was like, oh, snap, I might got a little challenge here. And then she went numb and it was like, whatever, just get the girl, let's go. And I felt like that. So again, I'm in my head, I'm Jabari Panther with it. Like, all right, she sees she ain't got the hands to go toe-to-toe with these people. Maybe she would need some of that herb in her life so that she can be on par with the strength that they got. So again, I was like, oh, she gonna take the juice. She lost her job. She lost her rank. When she got back, how'd y'all feel about that scene when she lost her rank?
Reese, you didn't see my hand just. I was like, I he described it. She was like, you know what? I can still fight. You know, I can go outside and fight anybody.
When she lost her job, right?
This is all
beautiful.
Her mother had no mercy.
Beautiful fucking scene from Angela Bassett. Like,
yeah,
I felt that, and I got where she was coming from, but I think she was a little too harsh. But it's like
I'm saying, it was no.
But it's like, look, I ain't got much left to give at this point. You feel me? So, I thought after that, I'm like, maybe it won't be Shuri. Maybe it'll be Okoye because she's no longer Dora Milaje. Shuri would be like, I don't want this. You know. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. But yeah, that was one of the best scenes in the movie. Even one of the guys speaking up saying, you know, she put a spear to her husband's neck for this country. Like she said, yeah, she can go see her husband. Where's mine? You got that.
Yeah, but the thing was that everybody was looking at Okoye like she was crazy when she was describing those people. Like, y'all don't understand. This is something we've never seen before. And it made me laugh because M'Baku was like, where they at?
Right. Like, fish people. Okay, let's go be fishman.
That's what he said. Me and my people would have the fishman tied up in front of you right now.
First of all, aliens touched down in y'all country 6 years ago, and y'all looking at her like she crazy.
Right, like all of a sudden she make up a story about some dude with some hands.
Like, oh, these people live underwater, not space. That's crazier than
like she went toe to toe with Proxima.
You mean fish people?
She went toe to toe with Proxima Midnight, and she telling you this.
Midnight.
Proxima. I'm calling her Proxima. She went toe to toe with Miss Midnight. Fuck it.
Miss Midnight. That's a completely different character, bro.
I was like, now she ain't fighting who she was fighting before.
You went toe to toe with Proxima Midnight, and she telling you this fish dude was built different, and y'all acting like she's just making that shit up.
Typical black skepticism. People
like,
came out the water and beat you up.
Come on,
really?
Man. Y'all not giving her enough. I was surprised the council
they run or swim away. Now I know that's really what she got.
I was surprised the council had her back in that scenario, and that was a little bit of a surprising scene. I didn't expect that to go down like that, but it made sense. That Angela Bassett would feel. I mean, that's all. Like she said, that's all I had left. You lost her. I can't trust you no more. And you convinced me that she could go and y'all will be safe. Like that's 3 strikes against you right there.
You did skip a part that's somewhat important.
Which part?
How they found Riri Williams. They got help from Everett Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started to mention it and then somehow
the reason it was kind of good that you didn't mention that yet because he got the beads. Because that's the
this works. It works to bring it up here because
it does. Yeah, it does. You're right.
So the reason that they found her, like you said, was because they had that tie to Everett Ross. Everett Ross explained who the scientist was to them, and then they went to go find her.
Her favorite colonizer, as she said.
My favorite colonizer.
Oh, side note, Martin Freeman is. I'll say so. I do the independent movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A few years ago, 2 girls fresh out of acting school sent me their web series. It was actually really good. One of the girls now runs a production company that's put out a bunch of small short films that have been nominated and stuff. The other girl, her acting career has kind of taken off, but she's dating Martin Freeman, the other girl, which is hilarious to me.
How old is she?
Probably mid-20s. That's what I told my sister. I was like, say what?
Let Everett Ross do what he want to do. Not help save Wakanda.
Hey, Florence Pugh was dating old buddy for a minute, so I
deserve a shorty for that.
I'm not saying nothing about that, but but that was funny to me. Like I saw him, I was like, I can't not see the pictures. Like it's not hitting right for me. But anyway, shout out to Everett Ross, shout out to Martin Freeman. So then he shows up at the bridge, and somehow they haven't swept the whole scene. He thought they hadn't swept the whole scene, and he finds the beads so he can communicate with them and all that. Come to find out, Contessa Valentine. I didn't realize she had a role like this. Like, why did I think she was covert? Like she wasn't supposed to be on the books doing this stuff. Like
I thought she was covert too.
Like I knew that she was
Black Ops or something.
Yeah, I knew she was tapped in, but like now it looks like she has an official position. She appears to be very, very public figure, which I did not think was a thing. Whatever. Now we know that. So yeah, Contessa is at the bridge. I realized that she's a public figure. Like I thought she was in the shadows, but apparently she's got a legit job. She's Martin Freeman
she probably is doing some things in the shadows, but she's probably able to do it because of her position.
Right. So she's Everett Ross's boss. They ride together. He gets the call from the Wakandan beads. I thought she was alluding to it being from the beads in the car. And just I thought she was calling him out. I thought she was calling him out initially, but she was playing dumb at that time. We find out later. Like I thought initially, because the beads start going off, and he pretends it's his phone. I thought that she was acknowledging openly that
straight up said, like, was it a girl or something?
Yeah, and then he pretends that it was his new woman, I guess.
Yeah,
which whatever. And then
I had a feeling she knew the whole time.
Yeah, I had a feeling that she knew, and then after that scene, I was like, that didn't feel right.
Yeah,
something didn't feel right. Like that was
too. They're not gonna make her that dumb.
Yeah, that was too easy in my head. That's what I said.
Then she said she bugged the damn thing before he even got to him. I'm like, all right, that sounds like some.
Yeah, like when they so everything then made sense because I thought it was that was going to be noted as a weak point was her being stupid with the not realizing that wasn't his phone ringing, and then why were the beads just sitting there was another thing. I was like, that was stupid. But if she bugged him knowing that he would find him, that makes a lot of sense. And she probably told her people like, hey, let him find this, because she probably was already suspicious of him telling them where to find the girl.
Yeah.
So that, again, it made her look very smart and very powerful in this movie in a limited amount of time. So then we go to our boys' land, and old girl still being scared and childlike. That was whatever. Shuri gets the tour. I can show you the world filled with magic and wonder.
Pretty much what it was.
Like she get the I can show you the world tour. The kids coming up to her, like we see all the people, they thriving. He talking about I brought my people the sun. He gives his history, which I messed with his story heavily. The girl that plays his mom was in a movie called La Llorona, based on the legend, not the Curse of La Llorona from that we did here in America. That was whatever, it was mid. The La Llorona movie was, I think it has like 68 awards and nominations. It was Spanish language, but she played the main character. The Curse, I don't know if you're familiar with the Curse of La Llorona. It's like a big time Latino community story that kids are told. Like
yeah, I'm familiar with. I didn't see the movie, but I'm familiar with the movie. That's how I got familiar with the legend.
You familiar with the Curse of La Llorona?
Not necessarily. No, not like the actual.
I mean, that's what I mean. The movie, The Curse of La
Llorona. Yeah. I didn't see it, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, so that's not the one that she was in. She was in the La Llorona that was based in like one of the South American countries. I can't remember right now, which was a better movie and was more deep. Like it wasn't a slasher. It was like a legit. It was this political thing. It was like some politics tied in with the actual curse, which was a lady whose children are taken from her, and she's like looking for them. And so like this is a tale that young Latin kids are told to like keep them to obey their parents, like, or she'll come for you. She'll think that they're her kids and take you away. She was great in that, but like in the movie, I couldn't think of where I knew her face from. I was like, I know this girl. Like I know her from something. I can't think of what it is. And so after the movie, I looked it up. I was like, because I saw somebody saying that she was a breakout star, even though she didn't really say or do much. Like she had a heavy presence in the movie playing his mother. We find out that he's been alive for 500 years.
Yeah.
And we find out how he got his powers. We find out that their story is very similar to the story of the Black Panther, except the fact that he was born with this versus having to, every generation having to take this herb.
Yeah. It's just been him.
And he's worshipped like a god. I think M'Baku
actually call him a god. Yeah.
M'Baku has the lines like they didn't call him the king. They didn't call him
Kukulkan.
Exactly how he said.
He said they do not call him general or king. They call him Kukulkan,
God,
the feather serpent god.
Which,
and then he said, "Y'all act like I can't read" or something like that.
Yeah,
just because we live in mountains does not mean we don't have
access to books.
That's one of my
M'Baku impression, if you ask me.
I'm messing with it. Shout out to Winston Duke. One of my favorite things about the whole
and for in layman's term, for everybody else who just heard that, he basically said, "Y'all think because we like to grunt and stuff like that, we don't read in the mountains."
It's the same thing as what he did when he had Everett Ross in there. He was like, "I'll feed you to my children."
No.
He was
We're
like,
vegetarian.
Which
anytime a motherfucker in this movie say something they don't like, the Jabari just go, ooh. We skipped over the part where he walked in a room and called Okoye, "You bald-headed demon."
He was having too much fun, man.
His first scene, he come in on the bullshit, man. Shout out Winston Duke.
One of my favorite things about Wakanda in these settings is that both movies, every time they're on the scene, they have to remind you that they're intelligent.
Yeah.
Like even with the, like I mentioned earlier, when she brought the French soldiers in there and they spoke to the French lady in French, like it's just like, y'all underestimate us. We're gonna make sure y'all know we not for play, and we not dumb. We know more than y'all think we do, just because y'all new to us having technology and stuff. It ain't new to us having it. It's new to y'all knowing it. So that was great. How'd you feel about his introduction, his backstory? I know, Shad, you mentioned you had to throw out the comic books because
like they said, Namor means no love, and I said that is not what Namor ever meant. It's never what it's gonna mean. And I was just like, okay, they rewrote everything. I was like, okay, cool. So it was cool to get a refreshing look at him, a more updated look at him. So yeah, and they gave him like actual culture in history.
Yeah. I did like his backstory with the culture. I could have done without the name having a meaning. Like, bro, just say, oh, let's name him Namor. Like, I didn't need, oh, the child with no love. Who gives a shit?
That was fire to me. I messed with it just because
I just thought it was unnecessary. I didn't dislike it. I just could have done without it.
So because I don't know the comics, I didn't know if that was actually how it came about. And so I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't even think about it.
Gotcha. I did like him pulling up to bury his mom in the conquistadors.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Pulled up, got right with him real quick. And,
as a little homie, no less.
Yeah. So it kind of set the stage for how he feels about the surface world, because like that's his first impression. Mm-hmm. First impression is everything. That's his first impression of the surface world. And they really
also showed something else.
Say what?
Showed something else too. They own a plantation.
I don't think he cared about them.
He killed everybody.
Got the feels on.
Everybody could get it. Like and that established like later when he said he want to kill everybody. Yeah, that's how he feel about the surface world. Like none of these people
he can do it.
Are redeeming. We don't need them.
In the words of John Wall, I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
I haven't dug deep into this, but I saw a lot of people basically attaching themselves to these people like we did Wakanda back in the day. And it makes me want, I don't know how him coming back looks. I don't want him to be the antagonist again, necessarily, which they kind of set up later. I would like for him to have a lead, a movie. Would you do a movie?
I would like to see a movie because I would like to see more of Tyler Khan.
Right.
But I'm not opposed to him being an antagonist in a film because that's Namor.
When you say antagonist against one of our main heroes, I don't want to see.
I'm not going to lie. Since they done souped this motherfucker up, I like to see him be an antagonist against the Avengers. He got the army for it.
Might as well.
He got the army for it. And Namor, one thing about Namor is Namor is loyal to one thing and one thing only. And that's Atlantis. And in this, Tyler Khan. He don't give a shit about what you want. I think Van Lathan said, and this was perfectly said, if saving the world services Atlantis, then Namor will save the world. If it doesn't, that shit ain't his business.
That's how they've been operating for so long.
Why not?
The only reason they came up is
they basically set up, hey, they're going to come for Wakanda. Wakanda's going to need us. That's our chance.
How did you
already know?
How did you take that line? Did you take it as we're not going to have their back, or did you take it as they will?
They will have their back, and they're going to use that opportunity to attack the surface world.
Oh, I can see it now.
They're going to take it too far.
Wakanda's going to get attacked. Wakanda going to come to them, and we're going to see the full might of Tyler Khan start wiping out some countries. Wakanda going to be like, hold up. Argentina had nothing to do with this. What you doing? What you doing?
And I'm going to look at Eric and be like, boy, you tried to warn him.
He said, nah, you said y'all needed, you said the world came for you. We coming for the world. It's like, all right, but when I said the world, I meant like Europe, America. You ain't gotta mess with Australia. They ain't had nothing to do with this. What you doing?
No. Get Australia up out of here, bro. Them animals they got down there is crazy. Get them off the map.
And he could be like, "Hey, look, you asked for my army. Don't tell me how to rule my army." That's
if it's one place I would use Talokan to get rid of, it's Florida.
Say,
you see Ron, you see DeSantis floating away.
You running? Get to Georgia.
See, what's his name? Marco Rubio. See Marco Rubio on a raft. Help!
Halfway to Cuba.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
That would be crazy. Anyway, that might be Black Panther 3. They said Black Panther will return. But yeah, I would love to see more of the people, more of him. I think that he got a great introduction. The movie being almost 3 hours, did you feel the runtime?
I did not.
I ain't either. It worked. Everything was necessary.
Facts.
It ran through smooth.
There were no spots in the movie where I was like, oh, this is boring. Can we get through this? And like, if there was, it was small. It was like the Everett Ross and Contessa stuff. And I'm like, I don't care for this, but it was quick.
That was when my sister went to the bathroom, I think, when I think
too, when they're talking about the divorce and they went home, talking about she wanted to cook before she revealed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I think it was before the Queen set Nakia underwater was when my sister left.
Yeah, like in the first Black Panther, but the time between T'Challa quote unquote dies and comes back, it's real slow.
Yeah. So. They were worried about doing this. I think they pulled it off. I'm trying to think if there anything. We kept talking about Ironheart.
Oh, we straight up did not talk about Queen Ramonda actually.
What you mean?
Actually doing something.
Are you talking about when she put that spear up on Namor? Like, hey, bro, I don't like repeating myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
She said.
Facts. Black mothers do not like repeating themselves.
Oh, you talking about when he came up out the water?
Yeah.
He said
when they didn't know who he was. Yeah, she was
like, cuz, how you get up in here, cuz?
She was ready for action. I don't care who you are. Why are you in my house?
Facts.
That's how I heard. That's what I heard in that scene.
How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
That's exactly what she hit him with.
I'm not singing along. What else? Before we get to the finale and all that, is there anything else we didn't hit along the way?
Where did we just stop at?
We didn't talk about Nakia. So she's been gone. We haven't seen her since the first Black Panther, right?
Right.
And we knew at the end they supposed to have a love connection.
I mean, they had a past before that.
Right, but I mean, like, they came full circle and now they're gonna do this.
They came back together, I think.
Yeah. Like
Nakia was his ex.
She was not willing. She wasn't trying to be no queen.
Yeah.
And so at the end, you could see that they're gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
With him being the king and her being on his side, whatever. But we hadn't seen her. We didn't see her Infinity War, Endgame.
No reason for.
She was not there. She pops up in this healthy. Very healthy.
The food was
extremely healthy. She been eating her rice and cabbage.
And then them platanos.
Haiti was treating her well.
She was doing a thing in Haiti. She gets called into action.
Bonjour.
She goes into action. She goes under the water. First of all, she goes to I guess she was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And she finds a villager who told a story of seeing Namor. And she connected with her by speaking Mayan, I believe. Was it Mayan?
Yes.
And the actual Tanakh Herta, Mahia, he's actually Aztec, like his heritage.
He was amazing, man.
I don't think I've seen him in anything because I haven't watched Narcos Mexico. I know he's in that.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I'm about to say, yeah.
But I hear good things. There's a girl I follow on my film Twitter account who's Latina. She covers a lot of movies from her culture, if you will. And she like referenced a couple. There's a movie on HBO Max with him in it that she said that people should watch if they enjoyed him. So I'm gonna probably check that out. Her name is Rosa Reviews. Might as well just drop that. He did his thing, but what was I talking about? I forgot. I completely forgot what I was talking about.
Nakia.
Oh, so she goes under the Undada Sea, and she started murking up stuff because that's what she did. She killed two people, right?
Yeah, she let the blick go on her. She killed one person, I think. No, she killed two.
She killed two. They didn't care about one of them. They didn't care about the first one. They only cared about the second.
Yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, she let the chopper sing on.
And
that Wayne with your heart beating for.
Well, Shuri tried to save the girl, right?
Yeah.
But Nakia was like, nah, I just came in here, risking it all. We got to go. And so she saved him. And that was what kicked off the events that were to follow, where he said, you done killed my people. I done showed you my place. I compromised my people, and now you done killed my people. Now I got to show you what I'm about.
Yeah, because you think I'm pussy.
Yeah. He posted he was the fish meme, like
I'm pussy.
And he rolled up in Wakanda. They messed up everything. Like
he was the fish meme.
He was the fish
meme.
He
was the dude with the neck. I'm pussy. I wish I had Twitter right now.
Oh man. He popped up out the ocean.
It ain't yo. It's funny because Okoye ain't right away. It's like she was just talking, chilling with the kid, and she saw the water on the ground, and she was like, "We don't get that shit in Wakanda like that." She said, "We're under attack." Boom.
He took out the whole downtown area. He was on. They were not playing. They came up out the water like Special Ops, SEAL Team 6.
Facts.
They popped up. Baku thought he was going to slide on the Namor said.
He said, the fish man.
Woo!
He went up, smacked the staff on Namor. Namor was like, boy, if you don't get the... Punched him in his chest.
That was the
Baku
best
was like,
sound in the entire movie.
That boy couldn't breathe.
Strong.
Oh, my God.
It was like he knew
Mbaku humbled so many motherfuckers in this movie, man.
He said it. The way he hit him, it felt like he knew Mbaku had been talking stuff about him. Like
it's like, bro, Mbaku whole perspective on this dude changed when he took that fist to the chest. Because before that, he was like, "Okay, let's kill the fish man."
He was like, "Yeah, this is my time."
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's my time. He came.
I know Namor looked up. He's a bet. Hey, you go tie me up and put me in front of the queen. All right, then. Dare you.
And then he took it to that level. After he caved in all his soldiers and all her soldiers and all that, he came for the queen. He also tried to drown the girl. So he sent the girl and the queen underwater. And then Shuri and them ran in and he said, "You the queen now. You got a week. Get your shit together, or I'm coming back." And then he dipped out. He did just what he came to do. He let Mbaku know, "I'm not for play." He killed the queen. He killed the queen, which he had promised to do if he didn't get what he wanted. And he tried to kill the girl. They saved the girl. They couldn't save the queen. I was not ready for them to kill the queen. I didn't realize that was going down like that. Thoughts?
Tell you something, man. When this happened, and they pulled them out of the water, and they doing the CPR, and Riri woke up, I was like, "All right, stop playing. Like, she gonna wake up, right?"
I was after the first couple compressions, I was like, "This taking too long. What's happening?"
I was like, "All right, come on. Like, I know they try and build suspense, but wake up. Like, stop playing." Because I can't do Chadwick Boseman and Angela Bassett in the same movie, bro. Like, y'all killed Angela Bassett. I don't remember a movie in history killing Angela Bassett, brother. This is why This is why I say he need to be an Avengers villain, because I don't care how good Namor is, I never forget this nigga in my life. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I was like,
I don't got no sponsors.
Okay, cool. What he did is unforgivable. You committed a cardinal sin in the black community. You killed Angela Bassett. I can never forgive him.
Chest, bro.
You can give him a whole movie and make him the hero, and he's going against a villain. And then when he did it, he said, "Mourn for 7 days, and then I'm coming for you." Like, bro, okay. He lucky I ain't drink from Lake Minnetonka or whatever, because boy,
I would have jumped right at the window and caught him.
I'd have been on his ass.
Couldn't nobody fuck with him. Like, who's going mess with him at this point?
Look, I'm from the hood. I don't know where Shuri from. We don't fight fair.
She didn't.
I'm pulling up with the Wakandan blick.
When she got the chance, she did not fight fair at all.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
So
that's why I need her out of that suit. So
this went down. Nobody was ready for it. I can't imagine anybody expected that.
I didn't see that coming.
So Shuri's gonna have to be forced to be queen now.
It was another TW for me.
In 4 movies since we met Black Panther, Civil War.
Endgame doesn't count because he just showed up at the end.
But we were in Wakanda.
He just showed up, so 3.
I'm accounted for Wakanda.
No, we wasn't in Wakanda in Endgame. Infinity War, we were in Wakanda.
True.
So Civil War, Black Panther, Infinity War, and this.
That's 3.
That's 4.
And then this makes 4.
Yeah.
We've lost 3 members of that family in them 4 movies. 4 if you count Killmonger.
I'm gonna tell you something. You do count Killmonger. Van Lathan called them the Kennedys.
They killed the whole family.
Van Lathan said they the Kennedys.
They didn't kill everybody except Shuri.
And when he said it, I was like, they the Kennedys. Like,
look, again, back to like the comic book nerd in me. I said, dang. I ain't never ever in my life seen the Wakanda Empire go down so quickly.
For years.
In any version of the Black Panther. I have never seen this before. Where everybody gone?
For
his
years.
mama was always.
You let go of that mute button too quick.
I almost thought Queen Ramonda was a mutant herself. I said, I ain't never heard a story where she wasn't alive.
For years, the MCU been telling us, hey, Wakanda's some bad motherfuckers. You don't want to fuck with Wakanda.
They didn't kill all their they didn't kill 3 leaders.
Wakanda don't want to fuck with Talokan.
I think that's why M'Baku keep asking.
Yeah, they
at this point, you might as well appoint me as the king of Wakanda.
They killed T'Chaka in the introduction to Wakanda. Black Panther died in Infinity War, technically.
T'Chaka killed his brother.
He killed his brother. Oh, that's a 5 family members that like they died left and right. So Shuri now is the last of the Mohicans. And
the last samurai and shit.
She the Lone Ranger. And
or is she?
Going back when she went Undadasi, Reese, you frozen. I don't know what happened. When she went Undadasi, Namor gave her the bracelet and said that it was made with remnants of the herb that his mother took. I knew immediately where that was going.
You could finally make her synthetic.
Because it didn't make sense for her to be able to make a synthetic heart-shaped herb. This was supposed to be the rarest of rarest type things. Didn't make sense. But when you now have the Andarasi version of the heart-shaped herb in your hand, right. Now, because it sounded like it all came from the same place.
Right.
And this is another piece of it that was beautiful. I don't think I've told you about my script shot, about my superhero script. but basically I was going to tie religion to everything and have it to where like all the religions came from the same roots. And basically we're finding Wakanda and I'm not reading that. The Wakanda and Talokan. What was the place called? Talokan?
Tanakh. It was
I was about to say I forgot Tanakh in my head now all of a sudden. So anyway, when she got that, I knew she was going to be able to make her herb. She made the herb. She took the juice. She took some of the juice.
Yeah, only took some.
Shad, you a fucking asshole.
Bill said he wasn't gonna read it. I was
I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it.
But I needed. That was one of them belly laughs. Like felt like I had cramps, man.
So she took some of the herb, and when she went to the ancestral plane, what were y'all expecting to see? Don't lie. What were you expecting to see?
Killmonger.
That's what you expected to see.
Yeah.
Based on what?
I expected him to be there once she said mom and nobody answered.
That ain't what I meant. Before you showed up at the place.
Oh, no, I expected it to be Killmonger.
Before she took the herb.
When she took the herb and went in, before
you saw anything or nothing.
No, when she was going in, I expected her to see Killmonger.
Because of how everything was set up?
Yeah.
It was like 50-50.
It would have felt...
You had no expectations until after she showed up? Because I'm saying...
No, I'm telling you, even before she went in, when I knew she took the herb and when I knew she was gonna go in and she was gonna go to the ancestral plane,
right?
I expected her to see Killmonger. When she said mom and nobody answered, that confirmed it. And then I saw him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that, because it was a 50-50 chance it was gonna be him. Once I saw the throne, I was like, it's either her mom or Killmonger.
Because we know it's not gonna be T'Challa.
So I didn't know what she was gonna see. Because T'Challa saw all the ancestors.
No, he really he talked to his father though.
But he talked.
His father brought the other Black Panther / Kings.
Right. So he saw all the kings. When Killmonger took it,
he talked to his father.
You also have to realize this about Shuri through this entire saga, if you will. She questioned Boss, aka she questioned God,
even though she prayed to him when she was trying to save her brother.
And that's the only time, other than even then, she said she will never question your existence if you pull this off.
Right.
You also have to think about why she took the heart-shaped herb. She didn't take the heart-shaped herb because she wanted to be Black Panther, because she wanted to rule her country. She took it because she wanted revenge.
Yeah.
Why did Killmonger take the heart-shaped herb?
To kill the white people.
Revenge.
Yeah, to kill white people, because he wanted revenge. It made sense that he was gonna see.
Okay.
And I mainly had a feeling because I'm like, they're gonna have him in this movie in some form of fashion, and that's the only way to do it.
Did you think she would only see him?
I mean, based off of the fact that you only see one person, you get that one chance. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Fuck that. Put it in me again. I'm going back in or some shit.
I wasn't sure what she was going to see or who she was going to see. I was very curious to see what was about to happen.
I did want her to tell Nakia, I saw Killmonger.
I wanted her to the second or third, because she asked her
a lot of secrets were in
I
this
think
movie.
Nakia, I think she knew. That's why she was like, "Who did you?"
She just wanted him to confirm it. Yeah. Because she got asked multiple times and she never told anybody.
The attitude changed.
Exactly. So she came out. She said it didn't work. Da 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 da. But then she punched the suit and it flew across. She might have been stronger than T'Challa.
I don't think so.
Because he did the same thing when he kicked it.
But hers hit that thing a little harder. His just bounced off the wall. Hers made a dent in the wall.
She was angry.
That's maybe she. But
she also didn't know it was going to do that. She thought it failed.
He used the skill. He was more of a skill fighter. I think she had more power.
First of all, you know what? I'm gonna save it. Keep going.
She also went toe to toe with a god.
Keep going.
So she takes the herb. She gets the power. She saw Killmonger. Killmonger tells her about herself. She ain't learned shit from that. She went on her mission of revenge. She had the suits that she made that old girl was calling ugly.
They are.
They look fire in action.
They're fucking hideous.
They look fire in action.
They are fucking awful. I never want to see. Why? Why are we doing this?
They got to sell merch. They got to do something different.
Fuck that bullshit, man. Ugly ass shit.
They also needed to be able to handle them blue people. He didn't call it a gimp suit.
Pretty much what it was. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, what they about to do in Black Panther?
The mask was crazy. She could have made that.
The mask was the one.
She could have made the mask look better.
This is explicit now. Children, cover your eyes.
They did battle. Wakanda's was dying again. Wakanda's been dying too. Like
they got their ass whooped. Let's keep it 100.
They caught a few bodies, but they was getting tore up.
They got their ass severely fucked up.
They was getting cornered, and like you could just see blue people all over the place. Like it looked like they took out some blue people, but like we said earlier, blue people was followed. Like one body went down, another body, two popped it up in that person's place.
When that motherfucker said, "I have more soldiers than you have
blades of grass,
plains of grass," he was not lying.
Yeah,
the ocean.
Somebody said the ocean is mostly covered in water. Ain't no telling how many people they got down there.
Just say the ocean is mostly covered in water.
The earth is mostly covered in water.
I was about to say, I think that's the point of the ocean.
I sound like Trump with that.
Ocean is 70% water.
Big water. So they do battle. Shuri and Ironheart decide that, even when he was fighting, he had to go back in the water, and they figured that's where his strength come from, not being dried out. So they had to SpongeBob my boy and get him on the ship with the heater and dry him out. But he still had some strength, even though he was getting dehydrated.
He beat the shit out of her.
He blew the ship up.
You need a glass of water. I'm like, for you.
He blew the ship up. They battled on the she said, take me to the desert. They went to the desert. They battled on the desert. He shish kebabbed her.
Yeah.
I was shocked that they let him deal such a blow to her like that. I wasn't expecting that.
He needed
This is the part where it kind of got dumb.
You think so?
Think about what happened.
You think he should have killed her?
No. A part that got dumb was what she saw.
She should have saw it early.
Because me and my homeboy were going back and forth. He's like, maybe that was a dream or something. I said, no, it wasn't. Look at the background. How was she doing that? How did she see that?
You think she actually saw it? Because I thought she was just having flashbacks.
Nope. Look at the background. It was purple. She was. I don't know how she got there.
You say she went back to the ancestral plane?
Yes.
Maybe she was dying. He stabbed her through the abdomen.
Then all of a sudden she seen her mother. No, this was after the fact when she had the spirit to him. She looked up and saw her mother.
He's not lying.
You're right. So
it made no sense.
Okay, you're right.
Said, we have to figure this out.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say I've been waiting.
She not have been mortally wounded and dying. Could she not have been mortally wounded and dying?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So you think it makes sense?
I've been waiting all review to say this. Letitia Wright was amazing in this fucking movie. Acting on point, emotions on point.
It was some realism.
Yeah, like she stepped it up in this from like the little play younger sister in Black Panther.
Because she had to.
And clearly, somehow her fighting skills stepped up too, even though she had no prior experience.
That's what M'Baku said his job was. And I'm like, I know he didn't teach you all of that like in 2 days.
With that being said, at the end of the credits, they said the Black Panther will return. I need her out of that suit.
You think she earned it?
I'm not feeling Shuri as the Black Panther, bro.
What we gonna do is we're gonna wait till we get to the end, and then I'll give my prediction.
I have a prediction as well.
it might be the same one. So
We're
this
close.
is gonna be fun.
We're close to the end. We'll get there very quickly.
But I need her out that suit. Nothing against Letitia Wright. She did the best she could, but I waited. I gave it a chance. I ain't feeling
everything she had to do.
Yeah, and I know it's the MCU is like, suspend your disbelief. But when you show me a character who wasn't even able to physically fight in the first Black Panther, she had to use the things, and even in this,
she used it in the movie. I was saying she
didn't use them again.
She used it in this, and even still, you're telling me she's going toe to toe with a dude who was swinging a helicopter in the fucking air and has been alive for 500.
Say it like the controversial yay. Oh God.
Nah, I'm not buying it. Gotta. This fight scene ain't do it for me.
He fucked her up. What you mean?
She what?
He had her dead to rights.
Right, but still, it's just.
And we
got a Black Panther that can't fight.
She really didn't even go. Yeah, like she really didn't even go toe to toe.
Falcon with superpowers.
She cheated. She weakened him just to be able.
Yeah, she literally. The only thing she did was outsmart him.
Yeah, right.
Sam Wilson with superpowers.
Did you see Prey?
Yes.
That's pretty much what this was. The fight.
I told you how I felt about that too. I felt the same way about that.
It was pretty much the same concept as First Predator.
I ain't fuck with that.
Outwitting them. So that's what she did. She dried them out.
So what you telling me is.
But that can't work again. I agree.
Exactly. If she's the Black Panther going forward, you telling me she need prep time?
That's what she did. She was Batman. She prep timed him.
Nah, man, we ain't doing that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that can't be what Black Panther is. Panther,
not with my Black Panther. We're not doing it.
I don't want Black Bruce Wayne. I don't want that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Get a man in that suit, bro.
You said man?
Get a man in that suit.
I don't think it has to be a man.
Again, if it ain't Okoye,
it's gotta be Okoye or Naki.
Again.
I ain't even feeling.
There was a prelude. There was a little like
we're ahead of the game. I didn't want to talk about this.
No. That's that prelude. No.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk.
I'm talking about something.
I'm saying that what the discussion we're already.
There's a prelude
where I want to go.
Where M'Baku was kind of like, this might just be a temporary thing.
That's why I said we'll get to it. That's at the end.
We say that for the very end. So
no, he said that to her in the thing.
So getting back to the flash forwards,
M'Baku.
He said it to who?
He said he promised her brother that he would watch her and protect her this, and then he kept saying like, maybe I didn't want to do this at first when y'all first offered me this in the first movie, but her or me, I'd rather it be me.
Maybe I missed that part where he said I didn't want to do this something. I don't know.
Yeah. So M'Baku
he didn't say he didn't want to do it. I didn't hear him say that, reference that, but I know in the first
one when they asked him to take the heart shaped herb, he was like, nah.
He turned it down in the first movie.
Yeah. In this one, he kind of was like,
I mean, after he got his chest caved in, I'm sure he has some different thoughts
about. Yeah, he reevaluated
power. And I think in the comic books, even I'm glad they changed the shit out of that character too, because that was some bull.
Yeah.
But it would make sense for him to have a little bit of that in him still, of wanting that power. What was I gonna say? So again, end of the movie, she has the fantasy flash forward. I don't know what the hell you want to call it.
Didn't make sense.
I only messed with it on a yes, this is what you should have realized when you went there phase. I took it as her just thinking about it. I didn't see it thinking as her having like a out of body experience. But I
felt like she took the message wrong
from seeing both civilizations.
When you talking about
when she juxtaposed Wakanda and
okay.
Like it was going back and forth with the scenes because I saw it immediately and I thought she would have as well, but she was blinded by her rage.
Yeah,
but like Shad pointed out that it didn't make sense for her to have that moment like that because I guess it was an out of body experience, but I didn't catch that. And
that would have meant that T'Challa could have talked to T'Chaka any opportunity he wanted to.
That moment when Queen Ramonda showed up and she said, "Show him who you are," and she spared him. I'm like, nah. She probably was saying, "Show him who you are. Don't fuck with Wakanda, or you gonna get got." You was supposed to off his ass.
Didn't she say that to T'Challa?
But that was on that was at the falls.
Right.
Because M'Baku was turning him off the bone.
Right. And that's why I took it as she remembered that moment, not having her own moment.
But no, like I said, look in the background, she was in ancestral plane.
I wasn't paying attention to that, so that's on me.
So I'm looking at that like she treated that like a cell phone. Like she called her mama up there and just was like, yo, what am I supposed to do right now? I got him. He right here.
So when they rolled up together on, I don't know where they got that ship from because they blew up the one they went out there on.
Talk about it.
So they
maybe there's a thing. She already fucking Batman. It might be a thing on the suit where it's like, let me call in
like Power Rangers. You know,
he called a ship that nobody noticed went out there. They picked them up. They roll up. Theater was going crazy when they showed up together. Like, yes, finally, y'all not.
Fuck out of here. He killed your mom, and you showing up with this dude side by side. You crazy as hell. When the theater cheered, they some cucks.
It was one of those situations where we don't really want to. It's like
the whole time they speak it Aztec, Mayan, and Spanish, and he ends it with Latin. Imperium Rex.
That's one of his things from the comics, ain't it?
I know.
Okay.
I thought that,
and that's why it was utter confusion.
I thought
they finally put something of him from the comic book.
That was for the nerds.
And it was that.
That was for the nerds. I think that's one of his moves is called on the game I play.
I thought that was a Harry Potter spell or some shit. I'm not lying.
It means the king's kingdom. All right, man.
It was one of those things like a Sons of Anarchy scene, like when the Sons was fighting the Mayans and they had beef, and then Buddy killed his son for the Sons, and then they showed up like, we good now. And like the people was all right, we don't have to kill each other no more. That's pretty
like
much
that Fast and Furious shit with Jason Statham. Like he just killed Han, and now next movie he on the rooftop.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, but it's
got enough to eat. Like this don't make sense.
It's one of those things where you do battle. It's honorable though. It's honorable battle. Like when the leaders come back and say,
killing my mother.
Hey, we hashed it out. We good now.
They ain't built like me.
But
where's the more at? That's what I would know.
But you know it ain't really good. Like we signed a truce, but I still know what you did.
We gonna get it back in blood for sure.
Both of them probably feel that way. We know Namor and them feel like that by what they said, because his people like, we really just gonna let that slide, like what they did to us, and the fact that they know about us. And we know Wakanda probably like, he still killed our queen. Like he gave her a warning and he delivered on it, but he still killed our queen though. It'll come back. It'll probably be the third.
I mean, they have it set up like it is in the comics where it's like Atlantis and Wakanda are always at odds. So
yeah, which sucks because we got two ethnic civilizations fighting each other. Like we all just get along. But whatever. But I also like the way that they set it up to where they're gonna team up potentially to take on the world first before they had to fight each other again. And we know Wakanda gonna have something for them when that's come. The prep time is legit.
Fuck that prep time. Prep her ass out that soon.
Let's get to it. All right, the movie's over now. At the very end,
Rihanna starts playing.
Sure.
Nah. Let's talk about. First of all, she was like, "It's something I gotta take care of." We like, all right, and we see the ceremony, and we like, all right, she about to do the ceremony, cool. Right. And Baku hops off the joint and says, "I'm here to challenge for the throne."
See,
yeah, that's what this is talking about.
This is 2 or 3 times.
Oh, this is why I want to save.
Yeah, he thought I was going to say it now. I said no. Okay. He kept alluding to that part about 2 or 3 times. He was like,
yeah.
I don't remember what happened after he said, "I'm ready to challenge for the throne."
It cut.
Nothing, because
they never went back to it.
The queen wasn't there. That's what they said. Well, no, Princess Shuri wasn't there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he hopped off and said, she's not here. He said, "I would like to challenge for the throne," or something like that.
So are we expecting, I don't know what the rules are, because she doesn't show up for the fight, is she gonna come back and
No, that's not how it works.
First of all, let's be honest here. She can't fight nobody for the throne because when you fight, the power of the Black Panther has to be stripped away.
Man, I straight up told my boy, I said, Shuri getting kicked right off that waterfall.
One punch and she is crumbling.
300, just bow, and it's over.
Prep time. She got prep time.
Man, she got to pack on 100 pounds worth of muscle.
Hell no. Batman can fight. Batman can scrap. Batman got hands.
I had to try.
Shuri can't come out there with no
she finna come out like a bodybuilder.
She built like my ring light.
You know what? Shout out to Letitia Wright.
I love her, but no,
she got that.
You can't realistically show me her beating Winston Duke.
So Okoye gonna hop in? Is it that when Okoye hops in there?
But then at that point, just strip the thing away from Shuri.
Is Okoye gonna hop in at that point?
Is Okoye gonna fight on behalf of Shuri, or is Okoye fighting for Okoye?
Okoye fighting for Okoye.
She's fighting in Baku.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Take them odds.
And then she becomes the Jabari Panther because they marry each other. I was kidding. Had to bring the Jabari Panther back. I can see, going back to what you said about Shuri not being the Black Panther going forward, I can see several scenarios play out where, one, she doesn't want it. She needed it for this movie. She earned it in this movie. But she can't take that risk of being out there in the streets. It's kind of like when T'Chaka gave it to T'Challa, even though he was still king. Like, you wear the mantle, I'm gonna run the country type stuff.
Because he old.
Right. But Shuri, I don't have the combat skills. I can't be in two places at once. I need a warrior to carry the Black Panther mantle while I run the country.
And plus she said, like, I think her going to Haiti wasn't just a thing. I think like she's gonna spend some time there.
And now, because of what she found,
I think she was gonna spend time there regardless, because why else would she go there just to burn the garments? She could have did that.
Her knowing to go there.
Yeah, Naki gonna teach her, I don't know, karate chop or something.
Her knowing to go there to do that didn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah, she didn't have to go there to do that.
She didn't know what everybody else apparently knew.
Yeah.
Which would have made sense for her to do that there if she knew that.
Right. But
That's
she didn't.
I can think of. Well,
went there and happened to do it while she was there. I think.
But yeah, Nakia kept telling her
the whole reason Nakia
come to Haiti.
Whole reason Nakia was there was after T'Challa got snapped, right? She was supposed to have gone there. So let's talk about this scene, I guess. We'll get back to the rest of the stuff. So she goes to burn her garments. Naki is in the background with a little homie.
No, we gotta talk about them showing the scenes with T'Challa again, like complete silence.
I ain't got to talk about that.
My fault.
Yeah, we got it. We get it. We got it. All right. Shit was sad. What me to do?
Oh man.
She mourns. We see some more T'Challa stuff. Everybody, everybody in the theater is emotional as hell. Everybody sniffling. I started trying to eat my popcorn. My sister was like, "Nah, go ahead, go ahead, cry." I was like, "Fuck you." Sister was like, "Nah, go ahead, let them tears out. Don't try to eat my popcorn no more." So I forget you, sis. But then Nakia shows up in the background, mid everybody crying. She got a little homie with her, and I was immediately like, "Oh, they really did this."
I knew as soon as I seen that kid, I said, "I know y'all fucking did."
Immediately. And so she walks up, she introduces the boy by his Haitian.
Toussaint.
Was it Toussaint?
Toussaint.
So,
which is a Haitian commander.
Yeah, it's so she
a lot of history behind the name.
And then he's like, that's my Haitian name. And then she was like, my mom says you could keep a secret. Is that true? So yeah, I can keep a secret. My real name is T'Challa.
Prince T'Challa. No, Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
And so everybody at there was like, oh.
So maybe he'll be the one that marries Storm and puts this ship back where it needs to be.
Pretty much, it's like,
how old is Storm?
Hey,
they're not in there. Remember, they're not in here yet.
We can do whatever we want.
The thing is, they got the perfect kid for this because that motherfucker smiled.
Looked like him, didn't he?
Chadwick Boseman.
I had to double check to see if it was his actual son.
Like I hope they keep this kid.
I don't know how long we got to wait for that.
Keep him as long as you can.
You talking about Tenoch gotta be 40 looking like he did in this movie. 40, 50 looking like he did in this movie.
Hey Dibs, they can do our agenda now. Like, I don't know how long they're gonna wait to age this kid up, but they can the grown version of him can be our boy Franklin Saint.
See, it is.
He ain't gotta be the same height as T'Challa.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on.
So we can't jump 15 years. Well, we can. Anything is possible right now. We got all kinds of magical abilities.
Hey, Secret Wars is coming up with Kang.
We got all kinds of magical abilities and timelines and all kinds of stuff. So I thought that was brilliant because people want T'Challa. And we met T'Challa. We lost T'Challa tragically. But now we get to have another T'Challa, which doesn't go in line with how things were supposed to go, but makes
actually
sense.
Went, yeah.
But
it's a perfect bow on the end of that story.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler, Feige, whoever came up with the execution of this story.
Boy, he took Creed and said, "We're just gonna do it again, but we're gonna add a little Marvel razzle dazzle to this." That's when it got real Tyler Perry-ish to me. I'm like, dang,
with the kid,
black child without a father. Why? I thought Wakanda was different. That boy ain't from Oakland.
He didn't lose his father to the streets, though. He lost him to illness. Like, what?
Went to the ancestors. Get my daddy back.
What's wrong with you, man?
I had no idea where to.
That's why I said that at the beginning. I was like,
I thought you were talking about the casting and stuff. Like, I thought it was going to be about the cast or something.
Boy, they straight up took that child's father.
I was going to ask y'all, I was like, I've never asked you, Bibbs, and I don't know about you, Shaw. Were y'all team recast T'Challa, or did y'all think it would be too soon?
I had a list.
I did too.
Okay.
I wasn't team. Like, I wasn't
out there. A friend of the show was on that list.
Who?
A friend of the show was on that list. Somebody you know. That one brother, I can't think of his name.
From where?
Oh man, I can't think of his name. Man, because he has a really very unique name. I cannot think.
Not Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
No. Yeah, he was on my list, but no, not him.
What he played in?
Think of it right now, but yeah, Bibbs interviewed him. That's what I'm trying to think. Man,
not Buddy from Fear the Walking Dead.
I think it is. I think I am thinking
Coleman Domingo.
Yes,
that motherfucker too old, man.
I'm about to say he too old.
Man, he could be his father or something.
Motherfucker like 50.
His father or something.
I couldn't see him in no action role like that.
I didn't think they should recast T'Challa.
I had John David Washington on my list as well.
I like that.
If his dad could play a Jamaican, he could play a African.
Well, you gotta bring stuff up for, man.
A Mighty Quinn, man, him and Robert Townsend. I was like, I said the only person I believe is actually Jamaican in this is Shirley Ralph.
Shout out Shirley Ralph, man. I wear that. So
this podcast. This could be a hell of an edit job.
So yeah, I didn't think they should do it so soon.
Right.
A lot of people was making comparisons and bad comparisons, in my opinion, to other situations of recast. Like, it was known that the Joker was supposed to have some sort of role in the third Nolan film, and they didn't recast Heath Ledger's role. for obvious reasons. I didn't think obviously eventually, yeah, we should get a new Black Panther, a new T'Challa, but not right away. I think they did a great job here. First of all, they did a great movie without T'Challa and acknowledging that and moving on in a way and still having the rebirth at the end of T'Challa II. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. I don't know next time we get a Black Panther movie. I don't know the next time the Black Panther showing up because these Marvel phases look kind of crazy. But yeah, it was a nice bow at the end of the film.
Coleman could have been T'Chaka or some ancestor.
God damn it.
Like with these movies,
get a boy some guidance is what I'm saying. You done took his father.
You never know who you're going to see in these movies with these large casts. Let's see. So we talked about how mid the Marvel universe has felt. Did this do any healing for that for you?
What you mean?
Like, did this movie bring you back to believing in the Marvel universe?
Fuck no.
Or do you think it was just it was his own thing?
It was his own thing. I still have no faith moving forward until they show me. They can announce all the shit they want to get me excited. Cool, that happened. I bust a nut already. Like we
recently
post nut clarity, man. Post nut clarity on the Marvel shit. They did their announcement. Now I got post nut clarity. We moving on. You gotta show me.
That's what I want.
I don't know how I feel.
Like I said, how I feel about the Black Panther story. Y'all already butchered it. Like I said, from a comic book nerd perspective, you butchered it. You ruined it. But I do appreciate him being in the MCU in the movies. I do appreciate it.
Time out. You don't like the story?
Man, the story is a lot. Look,
it's too much. Like
Black Panther has one of the deepest bags. If you don't like me and my best friend said, Black Panther is really built for people who only watch the Black Panther movies. It's not built for people who like know the Marvel universe, know comics like that. It's built for people who like, there's a black superhero movie. I want to see it. I'm gonna go see it. But the Black Panther, in essence, even when Djimon Hounsou was the voice of him in the animated series,
right?
The Black Panther has a deep bag. You barely scratch the surface with this character. So yeah,
that's not that far.
Yeah, just look. They just gave you a little bit of who the Black Panther is.
And then this movie pretty much just had to reset everything.
Yeah.
So I guess I can see where you're coming from as a non-comic book person. Myself, I can't feel what you feel, obviously. But
because I'm like, the story is good.
I appreciate the perspective.
Y'all getting a decent story.
I appreciate the perspective though, of like, I can imagine if there was a character I was strongly familiar with, I would expect to see at least certain things pop up that you probably haven't seen.
Me one thing, Imperious Rex, the King's Empire.
No comment.
They gave me one thing that actually happened in Namor story.
So yeah, Black Panther and Namor, they did both of them the same way for you.
Coogler said, y'all, man, Ryan Coogler said,
what's the character look like? He said, give me a look, give me an idea, and I'm gonna make it my own.
The only thing I think they both have in common is the pointy ears.
Damn.
And the wing feet.
That's about it.
He had the fit, he had the green, the little Speedo looking joint.
Look, Namor in comic books is like 2 degrees away from Aquaman's fit.
That's why they didn't want
good
to look like it. They did what they had to do, as far as I was concerned, with the look. And old buddy pulled it off. Tanakh, shout out to him. Like to see him in some more stuff. He's been in a lot. Just
please watch Narcos Mexico. It actually is good. I hate people slept on it.
Which one?
Narcos Mexico. I hate people slept on it.
Yeah, I got to get to it. There's something else. I'm gonna find the movie that Rosa pointed out real quick, just to say it. on the pod. Let's see, where's her tweet? I retweeted it, so I'll just find the retweet. She said, I've been telling you about Tenoch Huerta for a while. Want to see an exceptional performance from him and one of my favorite movies of the 2020s. Go check out Son of Monarchs over at HBO Max. And she posted the picture.
I gotta put that on my watch list.
So it's called Son of Monarchs. And he's in the poster. So yeah, shout out to everybody involved, man. Top to bottom, great. They tied it to the larger MCU. They gave you some things to think about for the future. They gave you the resolution that you needed for Chadwick. We're not going to hear any more conversations about recasting him. Finally, I think we're past that.
I hope so.
I think we established Shuri as the active Black Panther. We established that M'Baku wants the throne. We established that he has a son that could inherit the throne one day. All those things matter. All those things give you something to talk about, but also leaves the questions out of whatever questions you had moving forward from Chadwick Boseman's death have been answered. They paid tribute to him multiple times throughout this movie. Hopefully we can all heal and move forward. Whatever that looks like or sounds like, hopefully we can heal, move forward. The character can be the character without us having to relive and relitigate the past every single time. Any parting thoughts for this movie, MCU, whatever?
Really nice bookend on Phase 4. I still feel like they decided to stop Phase 4 here because they realized Phase 4 was a fucking failure.
Thanks.
That was, yeah, we all know Ant-Man and all that shit was supposed to be for part of Phase 4, but they can call it what they want to call it.
I was ready to fight Kevin on Phase 4.
Phase 4 was still a dud, but nice way to end it. Now we can move on to Phase 5. I'm not sure what role Black Panther is going to play in this Secret Wars saga, but we'll see.
Shad, any parting thoughts?
Like I said, I was ready to fight Kevin during Phase 4. I was ready to pull up and ask, excuse me, can I see him? Have some things to say. Everything about this movie was just okay. Like I said, it was more like the action, but I really feel like this was just more to give us some closure for those who might have not had closure on the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Everything, even like folks have asked me about the soundtrack because I always listen to the soundtrack. I'm a big movie soundtrack guy. It's probably like 2 songs I liked on the whole entire thing. I still don't know why Snow the Product did a song with E40, but it's on there. It's there.
It wasn't what I expected either, the song.
Yeah, and I was like, she rapped straight Spanish, and he just came out with the wabbity dabbity, and I was like, oh, okay. So,
I was like, what is happening on this track?
It was a lot going on in that soundtrack, but I did like Burna Boy's song. I really enjoyed that song. No Woman, No Cry got on my nerves after a while because it was in like almost every trailer.
I didn't watch any trailers, but yeah.
Yeah, it was in almost all of them. So
I heard every time I heard it, I turned the trailer off. So
and then Rihanna's song was good, but I think a lot of people overhyped the song just because they were just happy Rihanna dropped something. So yeah. So
what was I gonna say? My sister did mention enjoying the music. I'll say the music in the movie was used effectively. The soundtrack,
I love the Afro beats.
Yeah, the soundtrack on its own was all right. Like you pointed out all the good songs. And the fact that the Snow the Product E40 song could have been something else other than what it was. That felt like we want y'all to make a song, and they both recorded verses on a beat, and they put that thing together.
That was sent in. That wasn't. They were in the studio together. Somebody sent in the verse.
They didn't sit in the studio and cook that up. That was set their verses separately and mashed together. So whatever. That was like a We Are the World type moment. It was kind of like, I think she did a track on the Immigrants joint for Hamilton. And I think K9 was on there. Like, it was a whole bunch of international artists, and it was just a hodgepodge. Like, you had to pick individual verses to actually enjoy. It didn't flow at all. But whatever, I'm getting off track. Overall, I think this might be the best movie of Phase 4.
It's easily the best movie for me.
I'm not going.
What was the comp?
No way.
Comp. There was no comp.
Shang-Chi is the closest, but Shang-Chi has some goofiness in it, so it's probably it's easily the best movie in Phase 4. Now I think about it. You know, I messed with Shang-Chi heavily.
I like Shang-Chi, but no, I don't know.
Phase 4 was all about introducing a ton of new characters. Some worked, some didn't.
I don't even think that. I think clearly the tone of Phase 4 is grief and loss. And because if you think about it, Black Widow, grief, loss. Shang-Chi, grief, loss. No Way Home, grief, loss. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, no fucking idea, to be quite honest.
WandaVision, and
I guess you could say loss.
Yeah.
That. WandaVision, grief and loss. You're right.
Black Panther, the winners are Black Panther.
Thor: Love and Thunder. As much of a comedy as it is, grief, loss.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Grief, loss.
Yeah.
That's more like finding yourself.
Well, he died, didn't he?
Well, he ain't grieving himself.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he kind of is actually, because that's all he cares about is himself.
I wasn't really talking about the TV shows. I was talking about the movies.
But the TV shows too, when you think about it.
I mean, not necessarily, but like Miss Marvel and She-Hulk and
except Miss Marvel and She-Hulk.
Yeah, and What If?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they didn't count the TV.
That Doctor Strange he was going through some shit.
That's one.
Yeah, that Doctor Strange. What If was that? And funny as it is, that was the best one.
Oh man, that was dark. Yeah. And then we got to see him in Multiverse.
I swear, I still don't.
And this is where I'm gonna end it on this. Me and my homeboy been laughing about this when it comes to recasting Black Panther.
Shit.
You gave us 30 Spider-Man. We had 6 Doctor Stranges in one movie. But you mean to tell us only one Black Panther exists? Well, now 2? That's
you want the Star-Lord Black Panther?
You want a multiverse Black Panther?
You want Star-Lord Black Panther to come out?
I'd rather.
That's an incursion, brother. Can't no Black Panther from another universe come over here.
How dare we?
I think we've been talking long enough. How long was the movie? 2 hours and 48 minutes, something.
I think we beat it.
We hit that.
When did we start this joint? 4:30ish.
Earlier than 4:30. No, around, but yeah, between 4:15 and 4:30.
We got about 2 hours. We didn't go. Hey, the rule was it Mal and Joe. They be going over the length of whatever they review.
Yeah, there's some House of R shit, man.
We didn't go over the length of the movie. We good. That's how I see it. With that said, thank y'all for joining. It might have taken you a week to listen to this review. I don't know how much I edited out of this.
But we wasn't lying.
We'll see. It might take me a day to edit this now, but oh man, snap, crackle, and pop. I ain't even trying to think about that right now. Thank y'all for joining. Until next time. Peace. Oh, wait. No, not peace. Reese.
Never mind. I was going to do a Charles rhyme at the end, but I ain't going to.
Thank you for tapping in again.
Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. This movie was the truth. Shout out to Riri Williams. Oh shit, she got an Iron Man suit.
I thought you were going a different direction. I thought you were about to say, I ain't trying to see Shuri in that suit. Or in the next Black Panther, I ain't trying to see Shuri in that suit.
Yeah, I don't, but that's not a rhyme if I'm saying the same. Peace.
It could have been, but yeah, peace.
noticed him out of the corner of my eye. Like every time Lupita Nyong'o was on screen and she was turned to the side, he'd sit up in his chair like this, like he was going to get a better view of her ass. And I wanted to look over like, man, sit your ass down.
Who was the actor that like just acknowledged that Lupita had body that got in trouble for it?
Lil Duval.
Lil Duval.
I don't know why. First of all, I noticed in the first Black Panther. Second
when she was doing the dance,
she had the yams.
She did get thicker. That's not a lie.
She did, but she still had the yams.
Reese, if anybody noticed.
Facts. Just saying, I noticed, but yeah, I don't know why he got in trouble for that. That's weird, but that's something.
Went straight. Every time she was on scene, especially in the fight scene, I was like,
let's not make this podcast about yams.
Wrong.
I was about to say, I was trying to save the yams for the middle of the podcast so it takes people away. Like
Self-competitor.
I literally had a note like
yams.
I that ain't what it said, but
no, it's you. My bad. Cheeks.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah. Okay.
So Black Panther. Hold up.